Hey fam. So this is part 3 of my testimony, and I'm gonna go through the ages of 12 and 17. All right, so y'all, there's a lot in this section of my life. So as a teenager, 12 years old, I moved back with my mother and my little sisters, and it was a pretty crazy time during those years. I stayed in Burton Heights, went to Burton Elementary School. I went off to go to City. Coming from Kentwood, I learned a lot of things already in 5th grade that when I came to 6th grade I already knew. So I was like in honors classes for 6th grade. I went to City in 7th grade. I did not like that at all. I felt like they had too high of expectations for me. I'm smart, but I felt like I wasn't smart enough for that. But I did only go for 1 year to City, and then I transferred to a regular Grand Rapids Public School. When I was 14, this is gonna blow y'all mind, y'all. So my mom used to have parties all the time. Like, my mom's house used to be like, all the neighborhood kids used to come there. My mom is very friendly, very social. She likes to be around a lot of people all the time. So she would throw parties, and she had a birthday party. I was 14. All the kids, of course, we were upstairs in the house. When we stayed in the house on Kirtland, 65 Kirtland. Y'all, we used to have the police at our house almost every day. They used to come to our house and know my mom, like, by first name. That's how much they used to come over. Like, it was a really crazy time. My mom used to drink a lot, so it was a lot of toxicity in that environment. But she threw a birthday party. This was in 1995, and somebody was actually murdered in our front yard by our next door neighbor. So it was all over the papers. It was crazy. They even called me in as a witness because I was dating the person who committed the murder, his brother at the time. So it was crazy at 14 going through that, having the police and the news people just outside at our house for hours. Like, it was crazy. But that's just a little background at, like, the toxicity that we lived in for a while. I became a mother at 16. Still in high school, y'all. A lot of people have a misconception that if you're a teen mom or you're going to be a high school dropout, you're not going to finish this, they're going to hinder you this. Like, I tell y'all one thing. I'm living proof that children don't enable you to do anything. If you are focused, driven, and you can persevere through anything, having a child should not hinder you from accomplishing your goals. It didn't for me. I graduated high school with 2 kids. So, and I graduated with a good GPA. So I went on to get a college degree with 5 kids. So people have the misconception that you're a teen mom, that you're going to be a high school dropout, this, that. No, I have a bachelor's degree, and I had 5 kids completing that bachelor's degree. So don't let nobody tell you otherwise, because people have that misconception. So I was a teen mom. I had my son at 16, had my daughter when I was 18, but at 17, my mother actually kicked me out. She was very abusive, so she jumped on me for the last time, and I actually fought back, and I strongly advise against that. Do not put your hands on your parents, regardless of what is going on. Like, I regret that, because I did fight back and I did hit her back. Like, she used to put her hands on us a lot, and I felt like, this is the last time. I'm an adult. Like, you're not gonna keep your hands on me. And she kicked me out, me and my son, when I was 17. So I pretty much been on my own since I've been 17. But yeah, it was a crazy time living with my mom from 12 to 17. Like, I had a girl, she's just a godsend, that I would buy my school shoes, my school clothes from her, and she used to, like, sell it to me for real cheap. Love her. She is a beautiful person. I remember being 12 years old and walking to the store and getting jumped by a bunch of girls, And she was my saving grace there too. Like growing up, y'all, people used to try to pick on me all the time. And I am not a fighter, y'all. I'm a lover. I love. I don't fight. I am too pretty to be fighting with anybody over anything. Like I'm not fighting over no guy. I'm not, none of that stuff. But I was constantly a target for people. And it's people like her. I'm not gonna put her on blast and say her name here, but she know who she is. Like if it wasn't for her and my other best friend, like that got me through, you know, my high school years and kept people from like basically picking on me because of what I look like. So I'm very blessed and grateful, like that I persevered through all of that. That is like a pretty quick rundown of that part of my life. Like from 12 to 17 living with my mom, it was crazy. And you know, it's undescribable the things that us kids like got through. But you know, we got through it. Like I got through it. My stepmom, my dad, who wasn't very present in my life, like they came into my life when I was 16 and they took me out of a very bad situation too. Like I have so many people that God has brought it into my life that have made such an enormous difference to me as a person. So that's my ages from 12 to 17 and some of the crazy things that have happened. I'm only going to do one more part, which is like literally the rest of my adult, like little life up until now. Next time I'm going to get into my spiritual journey, which started like, what y'all didn't know is I struggled with self-esteem my entire life, y'all. My entire life. I dealt with depression. I wanted to kill myself. I tried a couple times. So I'm living proof that, you know, it doesn't have to defeat you. You don't have to be depressed. You don't have to have low self-esteem. I never thought that I was the beautiful person that I am for a very long time. Up until I was 40 years old, y'all. When I started my journey with God, that's when I realized how beautiful I am inside and out. And, you know, I can't believe the self-esteem issues that I used to struggle with a lot. And I'm grateful. So I hope everybody liked my story. I know not a lot of people are tuning into my life. Maybe my life ain't as bad as, I guess, as I perceived it to be, because, you know, going through these little episodes with you guys, I'm really realizing like I had a pretty good life, even though I had those toxic times and trying times. I feel like, you know, God has really blessed me with a really good life and really good people in my life. So I hope everybody else has a fantastic day. I'm about to, I don't know, paint proudly. So you guys be blessed. Know that God loves you and know that you can get through anything. Like times are tough. You may be in a dark place. You may be depressed. Prayer works wonders, and just faith works wonders. And just learn to smile and be happy and work through it, because every day it can be better. But it's a mindset. Your mind has to be there. Your mind has to want it, and you have to want it in order for it to be. So, all right, y'all.